As a movie critic who's seen his fair share of reboots and revivals, I must say the prospect of a Scrubs reboot has me both excited and cautious. Having witnessed the evolution of television from black and white to high definition, and from tree networks to an endless sea of streaming platforms, I can't help but feel a sense of nostalgia for the days when JD, Turk, Elliot, and the gang were gracing our screens with their antics. The revival of the popular medical comedy Scrubs, initiated by its creator Bill Lawrence, is meticulously planned and excitingly promising. For years, rumors and discussions about a potential sequel film circulated, but in August, Lawrence confirmed that a reboot was indeed in the works. This announcement ignited enthusiasm among fans given the lasting appeal of Scrubs, which aired from October 2001 to March 2010, and featured stars like Zach Braff, Sarah Chalke, Donald Trump, Fizone, Neil Flynn, Ken Jenkins, John C. McGinley, and Judy Reyes. And during an interview with Deadline, Lawrence provides a comprehensive update on the development of the Scrubs reboot. And he highlights one particular challenge for the project, negotiating a deal with Warner Brothers TV, where Lawrence has an exclusive agreement and has recently produced shows such as Battery, Monkey Shrinking, and Ted Lasso. At the same time, the reboot would need to be produced by 20th Television, a division of Disney. Lawrence expresses his confidence that an agreement is nearly finalized, pointing out that many of the original creative minds are still on board, whether working behind or in front of the camera. He later shares insights into what fans can anticipate from the reboot, suggesting a blend of familiar Scrubs characters alongside fresh additions. In the following quote, Lawrence articulates his rationale for this dual strategy and explains why it could be advantageous to the prospective series. It seems we're nearly on the verge of discovery, and this development is quite promising. The majority of the creative personnel, both behind and in front of the camera, are deeply engaged and enthusiastic about the project, suggesting that a breakthrough could be imminent. We've been talking about a lot, and I think the only real reason to do it is a combo that, and people wanting to see what the world of medicine was like for the people they love, which is part of any successful reboot. But B, I think that show always worked because you get to see young people dropped into the world of medicine, knowing young people that go there are super idealistic and are doing it because it's a calling. And there's no cliche witch doctors playing golf. That's not what it is anymore. And so I think that no matter what it is, it would be a giant mistake not to do as a combo of those two things. What Lawrence's comments mean for the Scrubs reboot. Scrubs is trying a familiar approach in the course of its initial broadcast towards the final stretch. The medical dramedy underwent a complex shift. It transitioned from NBC to ABC, which dampened the anticipated conclusion of Scrubs. When season 9 of this popular series premiered on ABC, it underwent substantial changes, particularly in its cast and narrative emphasis. Despite many original actors rejoining, only Faison and McGinley were still series regulars, Reyes was absent from the ninth season. So instead, the focus moved towards a group of interns and less experienced characters, such as Dave Franco, Eliza Coupe, Michael Mosley, and Carrie Bichet, who had assumed leading roles. Braff, also an executive producer on the series, expressed thoughts about the show's cancellation and considered the revamped version of Scrubs to be a commendable effort that unfortunately not succeed. Lawrence's remarks hint that the potential reboot might strive for a blend of old and new characters, given that it progresses. A significant change this time could be the involvement of the original Scrubs, cast more frequently, along with a stronger presence from the original creative team. Nevertheless, whether an agreement can be made with Disney to proceed with a revival series is still uncertain. Our take on a Scrubs reboot, it has a tough hill to climb. In the early 2010s, the concept of blending original characters with a fresh ensemble in a show like Scrubs was quite innovative. Nowadays, this approach is common in both films and TV series. Unfortunately, not every time has it led to success. For instance, the cancellation of that 90s show on Netflix demonstrates this. However, given his extensive experience, particularly with the phenomenal success of shows like Ted Lasso, Lawrence might bring a fresh perspective to this familiar storytelling formula.